Yo, 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 everybody, what's happening? I'm Ali Burns from Picks Parlays, and this is another round of total chaos. We're doing baseball for your Saturday. Before we get going, I got to remind everyone about the official sponsor of Picks Parlays. That would be Caesar Sportsbook. They're hooking up all new accounts with up to $1,100 in first bet insurance. All you got to do is find the description of this video and click on the link or use the promo code MORNINGCZR. Let's like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and let me introduce you to our contestants. Timothy Earle, 3-0 last week. How you doing, friend? You're the champ.
Oh, we've been rolling. Baseball's been good to us. It's been a good past couple week and a half area. So yeah, ready for the total cast today.
I am cashing like crazy on your WNBA picks, so just keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right, Sean Higgs, Mr. Sean Higgs, if you're nasty. You were 2-1 last week, so still a great record. The viewers made money last week. Consensus was 2-0. How you feeling, Higgy?
I'm feeling good. Totals for the year for me 94 and 57. So I'm confident coming into a little baseball chaos. Baseball, I'm still number one. Not to toot my own horn a bit, but I will. Baseball's been good for the last 2 months, keeping it going.
Oh yeah. Number one on the Picks and Parlays leaderboards, people. That's who you want to talk to right there. Terry Edelmann, I haven't seen you since the hockey time, the Thursday night hockey fights, but I know you've been excited to get into the baseball chaos, so I wanted to bring you on in. How you feeling today?
Pretty good. Things have been going pretty good for me, personally, betting-wise. I seem to be going on a streak where I'll have like 4 or 5 really good days in a row and a couple not so good days, and then right back on the streak again. So
do you cap the days you're off? Like for me, betting on Monday baseball is just always bad. Saturday baseball is always a tough day. Do you cap the days of the week that you're not as good and lay off of them?
No, but I do believe in that. There's some people. I have a friend on Twitter that I talk to all the time, Melissa, and Tuesdays are her day where she just, for some reason, she just loses every Tuesday.
Yep.
So
there you go.
It happens.
Tim, what's your day?
Normally it's anything like the probably more like Fridays area. Normally not that good, and then sometimes big slates I'm not really big fans of. The smaller slates I'm normally the ones that I'm better at.
Yeah, you are good at small slates. Higgs, what do you have a day?
I would say, I'd say a couple of days. I'm more worried about on your Wednesday, Thursdays, because that's sometimes it's a travel day. Yeah. And it's the old day game after night game. You got mixed up lineups, stuff like that. And Sundays. Sunday again. A lot of day games after night games, and could be a day off day for another team. They're on the move. They're all afternoon games. So I say in my show, I'm like, you got to tend to tread lightly sometimes in those spots because it looks easy, but yeah, you got an ace on the hill, but then you look at the lineup, you're like, this guy's out. This guy's taking a break. He comes in for a pinch hit later on. So those are days I'd say to watch out for me at least.
Yeah, weekends have always been tougher days just because there's so much action coming in on weekends too, and so many parts are moving, and the books just seem to be a bit sharper on the weekends for me. But Monday, that'll stab me right in the – it'll slit my throat is what it'll do. Okay, so let's get this party started. We're going through 5 baseball games that happen on Saturday. They're going to tell me if they go over or under the total, and whoever gets the most correct is the champ. It's just that easy. I try to keep it simple. Timothy Earle, you're the champ, so you're going first. Dodgers, Diamondbacks. The number is 9. Will it go over or under that total, Tim?
We're going to go and start with an under. I know that the Diamondbacks have been have been going over a lot lately, and the Dodgers have been hitting. But Merrill Kelly is one of the 2 pitchers on the staff that I really do trust, him and Zach Gallen. And then Tony Gonsolin, I know we look at this Dodger rotation, you see Kershaw, you see Buehler, you see Urias. Gonsolin's 1.62 ERA in his 39-inning pitch. He's a solid pitcher as well in this rotation. I think he's kind of one of the more underrated pitchers in this rotation. I think it's a low-scoring game. I think this can be like a 4-2-ish type game, and we're going to go under the total.
Okay. Ish game. Sean Higgs, over or under for you?
Yeah, it's an underplay. Again, Tim mentioned Kelly. Him and Gallen always underplays for me. He's got a 2.15 ERA or whatever he's got. And Gonsolin is a guy I tell people all the time, does not get the sexiness of your Buehler or your Urias Kershaw. 188 bat average against. He's walking with a .97 whip on the year. He's solid in Arizona offense. Listen, I like Arizona. I've been on them a bunch of times, but it's an underplay for me. And the Dodgers are a team, okay, they exploded last night, but they could easily come in here and win this or lose this one 3-1. So give me the under.
Terry Edelman, what are your thoughts?
We all agree. I also like the under, basically because, like the other two guys said, it's the starting pitching here for me. I think the Dodgers will win this. I think it could be something like 5-1, 5-2. I don't think it's going to be like a really low scoring game, but I think it does finish under 9. So I'll take the under 9 here.
All right. Up next, we're rolling the Phillies and the Mets. We got a walker and a wheeler. We're walking, we're wheeling. We're going to walk it like it's hot. All right, Higgs, break it down. I got an 8.5 on this one, over or under the total.
Yeah, this is going to be an easy over for me. Because me and Tim were talking about this earlier. I mean, when you talk about these two defenses, I mean, the lines moved from 163 to 168.5 between the Indiana and LA here in the WNBA game tonight. So it's just that's a little reheads, Ali.
There you go.
Remember, I came in with the totally wrong game. And today I'm like, let's do a little WNBA.
Yeah, I remember the last chaos. You started talking about the Mets game when we were talking like the Padres or whatever.
Yes.
I recall.
I was trying to get your face there to be like, what is he saying?
That was a whole situation last week. Both of us were everyone was off. It's tough on Fridays sometimes. Okay. Actually, I think that was a Wednesday. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, either way, I'm on you over here. And, Eflin and Walker, okay, they've been decent. Nothing kind of spectacular. These offenses, I think, will be able to score off both pitchers. But this is really, for me, I think Schwarber is going to have he might hit this over by himself. I see him hitting 2 homers tomorrow. He'll be an RBI prop tomorrow. This guy flat out owns. I think he's got 5 homers versus Walker this season in one game. I mean, so it's an overplay for me. I just think hopefully they don't lead him off though. Bat him third so we can knock somebody in. But I'm going over based on that guy raking and that. Listen, the Mets are hitting now. Phillies offense is pretty deep lineup wise, so over the 8.5.
All right, Terry, where are you at?
I'm also on the over. Mets versus righties. Mets are one of the teams that when they're facing a righty, right-handed pitcher, that they're a team that I like to back. Not really when they're facing lefties. I think they hit Eflin tomorrow, and I think the bullpens. The bullpens are what will help. I definitely wouldn't take the first 5 over, but I think the full game will go over. So I think both bullpens will end up giving up 2 runs each in the end, and will push the game over. Yeah, I like the over in this one as well.
All right, and we're liking that first 5 over. Timothy Earle, it's your squad. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to go against you guys. I like the under in this game. I know Wheeler, he might have a 3.38, but looking at his last 4 starts, he allowed 3 earned runs to the Dodgers. Other than that, no earned runs in 6 innings versus Colorado, no earned runs 2 innings, no earned 7 innings versus the Rangers, no earned runs 4 hits and 7 innings versus the Padres. Zach Wheeler's starting to pitch like how we expected him to this year. And Taijuan Walker has been one of the big pieces for the Mets rotation this year that's been quite solid. Yes, he had that one ugly game where he allowed 6 earned runs in 4 innings against the Phillies after he came back from an injury. But other than that, he's been throwing shutout after shutout after shutout. He's been one of the better pitchers on this Mets staff that hasn't gone to the DL yet. Oh, he did earlier in the season, but he's back. So he's been one of the more consistent pieces. I like the pitchers in this one. I think this one's going to be an under.
Okay. Our first disagreement of the show, but somebody's got to win. Blue Jays are at the Angels. That number is at an 8.5. We've got the Kikuchi taking on Lorenzen. Terry Edelman, you're up first.
That's the Rogers Center there behind me. I'm a huge Blue Jays fan, so I'll definitely be watching this game. I think a lot of people see Kikuchi, and they might just go straight to the over, but not me. I think this game goes under tomorrow. I think it's going to be a really close first 5, and I would also kind of look towards the under there. Kikuchi can be good in spots, and the Angels are much better against righties than they are lefties. So I like this game to go under. However, Blue Jays offense is starting to get hot. So
finally, let's go. Come on.
I could be a little worried about the under, but I think it's going to be a low scoring game. But I think it could be close. I think it could be like 5-3 or something and be really nerve wracking. But I think it stays under.
So we're going to sweat it on out. What do you think about this one, Tim?
If it was in Toronto, I would say under. I'm going over in this one. The Cooch, he's good at home. He's not as good on the road. And I think the Blue Jays will be able to put up some runs against Michael Lorenzen, who has pitched well this year, but he could definitely get hit. He's been hit before, and he's not as good as his numbers say of that 3 ERA. I think the Blue Jays get some runs on him. I could see this one hitting a 4-4 game at one point, so I'm going to go over the total in this one.
Higgs, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm going under. I mean, listen, do I love either of these pitchers a lot? No. I mean, Kikuchi's a guy who could give up 5 or 6 here to the Angels lineup, which I like. I mean, I like this lineup. They're finally hitting and getting some decent pitching. But, the lineup for Toronto for me is underachieved all year. And, okay, you had a nice little outbreak, but, still 8-3-1 to the under last 12. Even 3 runs here is not going to get me over the total here for both teams. So I'm going to go under the 8.5.
Okay. Terry, that was a first 5 under, you said, for the Phillies?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, but you took the whole game over, right?
Yeah, the whole game over, but I think it goes under in the first 5. It's the bullpens that'll push the Phillies Mets over.
Okay, perfect. I got it. I just want to make sure I got that right for you, friend. Okay, so Pirates, Padres. Tim, you're up first again. The number is a 7. It's Brubaker and Musgrove. I'm a fader of the Baker all season long. What do you got on this one?
I'm going under. And I know JT Brubaker, everybody wants to probably fade him, go after the over. That's fine. I just don't think that the Pittsburgh Pirates score. I think that this is going to be like a 5-1 type game. Joe Musgrove has been the most profitable pitcher in baseball. The Padres are 8-0 when he starts. He's pitching to a 1.9 ERA, 51 strikeouts, and 9 walks this year, 11 earned runs in his 52 innings. Pittsburgh's not going to hit against him. JT Brubaker could have a JT Brubaker game, give up 4 or 5 runs, and this one still goes under. So I know it's a low total, 7, but I'm going under.
All right. Higgy?
Yeah, I was thinking of me over too, because you look at Brubaker, he's got a 5-something ERA, but his games aren't that terrible. And let's be honest, Tim just ran down all Musgrove's numbers. We love us some Musgrove in him. I'm waiting for a little run line to get a little -115 or whatever the heck to have him. But Brewy, as bad as he's been, 2 runs. I mean, he's had a start of the year, a couple 4-run games. Even that is not going to put this game over. We need a doubling effort for that game. So even if we get a 6, maybe 6 from San Diego, again, another team that's playing well. They got 29 wins. It's not like they're a terrible team, but again, 7 of the last 10 to the under, doing it with pitching, hitting's okay. I'm with Tim here. I know 7's a little scary here with Brubaker, but I just don't think Pittsburgh's going to muster much here against Musgrove. Guys, been aces all season.
Not going to muster against Musgrove. It's a must-win for Musgrove. All right, what do you think? Pirates? What do you think? Yeah, Pirates, Padres, 7. Terry Edelman, what do you got for me?
We all agree again. I'm going under here as well for 2 reasons. One, obviously Musgrove, everyone said already how good he's been. But the Padres are better at hitting lefties than they are righties. Brubaker, obviously a righty. So I think that will help the total stay under. But I think we could see something. Musgrove's 5-0 on the year. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 5-0 game. I do think the Padres win convincingly, but I think it stays under. Like Tim said, I don't really see the Pittsburgh scoring too much on San Diego tomorrow.
So we all like Padres -1.5 on the side there.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to pop that into our jam so we can tell the people later on. Okay, that's our squad bet, I guess. But we got to call it something different because game time decision is a squad bet. Anyway. Okay, so last one for the round. It's the Astros and the Mariners. It's Urquidy and I call him Uriquity, and I'm wrong, but it's Urquidy and Logan Gilbert are who's going to start. And it's Sean Higgs up first to finish out the round.
Yeah, this is an under. And again, I thought about maybe the over the way Gilbert's been pitching. We'll start here for him. First 5 games, he gave up 2 runs in 28 innings, and now he's given up 13 in his last 4 games. But Houston, again, this is a team. We talk about a bunch of teams not hitting well. These guys, I think they're 34-10, 34-12 to the under on the year. I'm not, I can't expect the team to break out here. Okay, so they'll score 3 runs. And Urquidy, solid. He's giving up 5 runs in the last 30 innings or something. The guy is dealing right now. Again, it's Seattle's a team I like, totally underachieving for me. Mm-hmm. But then you have a Houston team who's not hitting and a pitcher who's been good his last few games. Again, 5 runs his last 4 starts. Seattle, I can't. I'm going under. The 7, I don't know. Give me the under.
I hate to go 12 and 33.
It's so different. It's been such an under season where this normally would be probably like an 8 and probably an 8. But now that no team is hitting and offense is down across the board, they drop it a whole run. So it's kind of like, I don't want to give 7 with these kind of guys, but somebody could give 5 in the first inning. But that's the new baseball this season. It's just been a lot of unders, a lot of poor hitting all around.
I have 33 unders and 12 overs for Houston this season. Terry Edelman, what are you doing with this one?
I think we get a push. I think we get a push. But I'll go with the under because if I had to hedge the push there, I think the under. But I think it's going to be a close one when it comes to the total. Gilbert, we'll have to see what kind of Gilbert we get. I'm not too high on Urquidy. I'm not really too high on this Astros team as much as others, but they've been hitting or they've been playing well. So we'll have to see what happens, but I'm going to go with the under here. But this was the hardest one of the night, I think, to choose.
I mean, they have won 4 of their last 5. It's not like they stink or anything. Tim Earle, are we making it a hat trick? 3 in a row?
Yeah. Yes, we are. And this Houston team is not playing the way I expected them to. Because they're winning. I will say I expected them to win, but I did not expect them to do it with pitching. They're number 2 in ERA in terms of team starting ERA, 2.81 ERA there, and they're number 1 for bullpen ERA at a 2.62. This is not how I expected Houston to win. They're the ones with the flashy bats and the ones that constantly was hitting overs and I think was the highest scoring team last year. And they're not doing that this year, and they're still winning. And they're going to do that again to this time. I really think this is a good spot for another under in this game. So under between the Astros, and we get 2 Higgs. Under between the Astros and the Seattle Mariners.
I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. If a llama was going to pop in, or what was going on.
Whenever I flip sometimes to go to MLB or whatever, when I'm in, even when I'm doing my show, freezes up. I have the other screen up sometimes, but sometimes I get stupid. I want to look at 3 screens at once, and it doesn't work out.
It's not today, Higgs. All right, we're going to do a recap on all of those picks. So if you missed anything, grab a pen and paper. First, I want to remind everyone to subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and get yourself hooked up with Caesars Sportsbook. Up to $1,100 for all new accounts. Use the promo code MORNINGCZR or click on the link in the description of this video. Tim Earle, you've been rocking and rolling over at picksandparlays.net. Hold on, let me pull up these leaderboards. Yep, in the last 7 days, you are number 1 on the site. Yesterday, you were number 2 on the site. You and Higgs are in a battle.
Yes.
Yesterday, Higgs was 1, Earle Sports Bets was 2. But in the last 7 days, Earle Sports Bets is 1 and Higgs is 2. The hot cappers list, Earle Sports Bets is 1, Higgs is 2. So I've got 2 good ones today, y'all. Tim, tell the people how you're making so much money over at the website.
We're making it through, WNBA. The last 7 days, 13-1. And no, we're not laying big favorites and big money lines. 13 out of 14 of them are totals. And then the one money line, the one side that I bet was, I believe, the Mystics, and I got it at plus 105. So it's been all minus 110 or less, and we've just been hitting like crazy in the WNBA. Baseball's been pretty good to us. NBA playoffs has been a little bit rough in the second round and the conference championships. It was good in the first rounds, but everything else has been a little bit rough. NHL, Nick's been rocking and rolling. He hit a plus 180 with the Canes last night.
Nice.
So been doing pretty well and all that stuff. So making some money.
Beautiful. Sean Higgs. And don't forget to watch the Earle Sports Bet show, ESB, every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and then roll into Midday Money with Sean Higgs at noon Eastern every single day. Mr. Sean Higgs, as I call you, the baseball-y llama. How you feeling, friend? How you doing?
All right, having a good baseball season, and hockey's turning the corner this month in the playoffs, so I'm doing all right there. But as Tim said, even for me, NBA, man, I've won the last couple, but it's been a tough playoff for me. Usually I don't do regular season, but the playoffs have just been not good. I'm 51-47, but I'm down $1.54, so it is what it is. But I'm more than making up for that in NBA and Major League Baseball, though. So
you are ahead of Earle Sports Bets in the NHL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're number 7.
He actually is.
And they're number 10. Yeah, Higgs is 7 and you are 10. In baseball, you are still number 1. You're up $2,600. Second place is only up 1,000. So that's how much money you're making with Sean Higgs. So you guys need to like, subscribe, and then head over to picksandparlays.net. Use the promo code NHL. Okay, use the promo code NHL at picksandparlays.net. You get the Twins package, you get the Higgs package, you get them together, and then use that promo code and save yourself 20% off, and you're going to have a crap ton of winning picks. And that's what it's all about.
And then it's a Schwinn package. It's a Schwinn. You get a bicycle. A Schwinn.
I like it. And then Terry Edelmann, I didn't forget about you. You've got a show every day also, Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. How's it going? How you feeling?
Pretty good. Things have been going well. Tim is actually first in best bets on my show. So
nice.
He's been hitting some nice plus money run lines. So yeah.
Look at you.
I just noticed the llama pictures in the background. Is there a connection there?
The llama. So the llama started. I moved and I went to like apartment for a few months, and I was literally in like this corner part of the apartment, and my daughter had a llama. And I just put a little picture up behind me one day, and it stuck. And then the llamas came down with me on the move. And it became
the no drama llama. That was the deal. There's no drama on his show, Midday Money. It's the no drama llama.
It's the llamas. So we got multiple llamas. We got a cash cow. We got a little llama on the shelf behind us up there. So the llamas have taken over. And then Tim's dad on the llama.
Yeah. And then I get a text message from my dad one day. He goes, "Hey, I found this at like one of the secondhand stores, and it's a picture of the llama." I'm like, "I don't care. Get it. I don't care what it costs." Kidding. I think it was like $15.
I thought they were both.
I'm putting it up behind me.
Person. I did too. I thought Lily made yours.
They look like they're like from the same person.
Identical. Yeah.
I got my own llama. Now I'm as cool as Higgs, so I'm good.
You'll never be as cool as Higgs. Calm down. Calm down.
I'm getting closer.
Man.
I'm getting closer.
You're getting closer. The more time you spend with Higgs, Tim Earle produces Sean Higgs' show, Midday Money, every day. The more time you spend with Higgs, the cooler you're getting. The more tolerable you are. Okay, no, I'm just
crazy. No, that's fair.
I love you, Timmy. Okay, so let's do a recap on the games. Dodgers, Diamondbacks, the number's 9. They're all taking it under. Remember, when they all agree, that's where you make your money on the show. Phillies and the Mets, 8.5. Higgs and Terry are going over, but Tim says under. But Terry does like the under in the first 5 of that game. So Blue Jays, Angels, 8.5. Terry and Higgs take it under. Tim's going over. Tim, you're the contrarian of the day. Pirates and Padres, the number 7. Everyone goes under the number, and we all like the Padres minus 1.5. Padres on the run line. And then Astros, Mariners, the number 7. We all agree that goes under the total as well. That's how we're doing this.
Is there a tiebreaker? Is there a tiebreaker for Higgs and Terry? Because they got the 5 same picks.
I just thought you were going to win it and we weren't going to need one, but we could.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they need to figure out who's going to be in second place.
Terry, what would you say is your best bet out of all of them?
My best bet of all of them.
And Higgs, I'm going to ask you the same thing.
What if we choose the same one? No, kidding. I'll go with the Dodgers Arizona under.
Oh, you bastard.
All right, Higgs, what's yours?
I guess I'm gonna go to I'll go Padres over. I'll make the Padres the best bet for me, I guess.
Padres under?
Under, yeah.
Padres under. Okay, perfect. So that is the tiebreaker. And if they both win, then that's just how we're going to live with this. We're just going to live with it. Okay, I did the recap, right? That happened? Yep. Okay, excellent. You do so many of these shows in one day. All right, guys, that's the way we're going to play it. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Like I always say, may the best capper win. Bye, y'all. Good luck.